Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is Thomas Boss Bailey. I'm just here to give you guys a video blog of my of my status of my injury. About 6 weeks out, 6 weeks post op since I hurt myself. I ruptured my Achilles flipping that big ass tire down there, which is about 307 pounds, something like that. Me and my boss were doing a challenge, seeing who could flip that tire the most in 1 minute. He did it 17 times. On my second flip, it felt like somebody dropped one of the heavy bags on the back of my leg or kicked me in the back of the leg. I remember turning around and saying to one of the people, one of the trainers who were counting the flips, I remember turning around saying, "Did you just kick me, dog?" And he was like, "Nah, man, I didn't kick you at all." And then I turned around and I looked down and I could just see my Achilles was, ugh. So I ended up just falling down to the ground. That was actually the last time I walked. um, so yeah, they rushed me to the emergency room. Princeton did a pre-op look. I mean, they did the Thompson test, where they squeeze your calf to see if you have any movement in your foot, which is a common way to find out if you have a torn Achilles. Well, that doctor said that he thought it was partially torn because my foot was moving a little bit. I don't know if that was just adrenaline or whatever. I don't know what, or he just was a bad doctor. Well, a couple of days passed. They wrapped me up in a splint, and I went on my way. I was looking up partial tears, and do everything that everybody does when they get injured. They start looking up their injury. I started doing that, self-diagnosing myself like I was a doctor, and I started coming to see these things that I was having the same symptoms as a full rupture, and what I mean, like I said, I feel like I can have movement in my foot, and I feel like I can do a lot of things that you're not normally able to do if it's fully ruptured. But there's other things that fully ruptures had that I was also experiencing. So I went to see my orthopedic to play safe, rather be safe than sorry. He looked at me and he said that it might be partially torn, but it's so little. The ligaments were it was so many ligaments. It wasn't connected good enough. Basically, it wasn't even. It was basically dangling from a thread. So he didn't feel like that was a good way of, rehabbing it. Like, I don't know how they rehab partial tears. I think they just put you in the cast for like 6 weeks. He didn't think that was going to be a good idea because, given what I do as a trainer, as a fighter, as everything, he didn't want me to re-injure it. And I guess the second time you rupture Achilles is way worse than the first time. So he wanted me to go for the surgery, which I did. I didn't go for the surgery. I ended up going the following week. I think it was that Wednesday. It might have been the week after. It might have been 2 weeks after I seen him. I'm thinking it was 1 week. I think he got me in as fast as possible. And I got the surgery. They put me in the cast. They put 30 staples in me, 29 staples in me, and sent me on my way, put me in the cast. I was in the cast for 3 weeks, which was the worst 3 weeks of my life. One of my boys, Jay Flip Psy, got married in one of the hottest days ever, and I was out there in the cast. One of the worst experiences of my life with a cast. I had some pretty horrible experiences with that cast. I was really looking forward to getting the cast off until they took it off, and I realized that I had 29 staples in me. Most people, when they get the rupture of the Achilles, they have stitches. Just my luck, I had staples. Which, by the way, staples hurt like a bitch getting taken out. Like, I don't care what anybody says. Pinch, this, that. It feels like a pinch. But when you get staples taken out of an open wound, that fucking sucks. It hurts. It really does. And I'm not going to act like a tough guy. I'm sitting up here and say, "Oh, it didn't bother me, blah, blah, blah." But it hurt. I don't think the injury itself didn't hurt. Like, when I ruptured, I didn't have any pain, which is weird. I just felt a little nauseous, but I didn't have any pain at all. But I felt the pop. Nobody heard the pop. I felt the pop, but I didn't have any real pain. Nothing substantial. My real pain happened after the surgery. That day after the surgery, people were telling me after your surgery, blah blah blah. 'Cause this is my first time I've ever had major surgery or anything. They were telling me like, "Man, after your surgery, you have the worst pain ever." And boy, they not fucking lying. I had the worst fucking pain ever in my life. That might have been the worst experience of my life, being in after the surgery. I mean, I was popping perks like crazy, which a good thing for me is that I don't really get addicted to pills like that. So I think I was on perks for like 2 days and I was done. I actually got like a whole fucking thing of them. Like, I just don't take pills. I'm not a big pill guy. After that, I want to say I went on a man after the pills and after the 2 days, I just went through the regular rehab, man, just with the cast and everything, just rehabbing it. Uh, I went to go see the doctor when he took the cast off, took the staples out, blah blah blah. He put me in a camo boot, which looks like the new Reebok camo pumps. Everybody can take a look at it. My camo pump. You know, I'll get a better look. Better look. There you go. That's my can't see the pump action. He put me in a camo boot. He told me that, you know, for right now, the only rehab or strength or any strengthening of the Achilles he wanted me to do was just doing like this in the air. He didn't want me putting any pressure on it, doing anything like that. He wanted me trying to stand in it, only in the boot, putting some pressure on it that way. Put as much pressure as I possibly could without hurting myself. I've been really smart about this. I actually bumped into a lady who gave me some really good advice on how to quicken my rehab by strengthening my hip, my thighs, my quads, my knees, because that's not being used right now. And usually coming back from Achilles, after your Achilles is healed, you have to strengthen everything in your leg. So if everything's already strengthened, all you have to focus on basically is your calf and your Achilles. Well, that's what I've been doing my rehab. I've been doing that and doing the flexing and rubbing and massaging and all that other stuff, because, you know, after the cast came off, I had very little swelling. A couple of days after, I had like little swelling around the incision and swelling on the foot. So I've been massaging all that out and doing all that. As far as pain, I have none right now. Some discomfort from sleeping with the boot and keeping it elevated and doing the rice treatment. Keep icing and doing all that stuff. But, you know, hopefully I go see the doctor on Friday. Hopefully he tells me that I don't have to do any of this stuff anymore, that I can start walking on it again with the camo boot, of course, and with the crutches. I've been in the boot for about 3 weeks now. I'm supposed to be in the boot for another 2, and then hopefully after that he'll take me out of the boot. He wants to wean me off the crutches so I can start walking and doing all that other stuff. Hopefully he tells me I can do that on Friday, start doing some walking. I haven't walked since I tore it. And hopefully, you know, he tells me that I can start walking without the crutches, which, by the way, I hate I've been on crutches for like 2 months, it feels like, you know. So I'm ready to get off of that. I just want to give a shout out to everybody out there who's been giving me positive feedback and being good friends and calling me and everything. It sucks. I've been on the couch for 2 months and I haven't been really going out or doing anything. And, you know, it's just good to know that I got a few good people who have my back. And, you know, I won't forget that in the long run. For you people who haven't really had my back, act like you're my friends. Y'all just kiss my ass and go fuck yourselves. You know, that's basically it, man. I've been staying positive. Most people after the surgery take like 2 weeks off. I was right back to work, so it's basically staying on my grind. So that's basically it. Just giving you guys a really quick update of how I'm doing. I'll probably give you guys another one in another 3 weeks after that checkup, because they've been doing my checkups every 3 weeks. It's like 3 weeks. So probably another 3 weeks after Friday, I'll give you guys another update, let you know how I'm doing. I'm hoping to be back within 6 months. Most people are back within 6 months. Most people are light running in 4 months. That's not unlikely. I could be back to doing shadow boxing, light jogging in 4 months. That's when most people are doing those things. Okay. For all you guys who want to give me like oh, you'll be out for 9 months. You'll be out. Like, shut the fuck up. Don't tell me how long I'm going to be out. Don't give me that bullshit. I already know the diagnosis. I have an orthopedic. You're not my orthopedic. Please don't diagnose me. All right? If you can't say having good luck or I hope you feel better or whatever, don't say shit at all, because I don't want to hear anything else. That's basically it. I'm sorry to end it like that, but that's the way I do things, I guess. I hope you guys... Hope for the people who have torn Achilles or anything like that, I hope you guys get some good feedback on my recovery, my rehab. I'm rehabbing like a beast. My orthopedic, who seems to be a godsend, has been giving me a lot of workouts and stuff and stretches and things to do. Because I am a trainer and I do have people who specialize in sports medicine and sports and sports recovery and all that stuff. I got those guys helping me, so I don't really need to go to a physical therapist, which is good for me. I just like I said again, I'm hoping I give you guys my side of my recovery and let you guys know how I'm doing and how this Achilles thing is done and everything. So I've been watching a lot of videos, and a lot of stuff from the videos don't pertain to anything that's happening to me. So I figure I'd give you guys my side, Boss Nation side of everything. So, all right, guys. Hopefully, like I said, I'll be back soon in a couple months, and I'll be back. In my next video, I'll be with shoes on and not a boot. In the video after that, hopefully, I'm shadow boxing. So, just saying. I see you guys, and when I see you guys, Boss Nation out. Peace out, guys. I love you.